The COVID-19 pandemic, the financial impact of this global pandemic, and this moment of racial reckoning in America intersected in a way that has profoundly impacted higher education. Colleges and universities across the country demonstrated remarkable resilience in that transition from in-person learning to remote and online learning. But in the process, there was unveiled the expansiveness of the digital divide, the food and shelter insecurities experienced by so many students at all types of institutions across the country, and the need for us to reimagine higher education in significant ways. We saw that there was an inability of students to engage with their studies because of a reduction of cognitive bandwidth. You can't worry about how you're going to do on your biology exam if you don't have a place to live, if you don't have food to eat, if you're caring for the elderly, or if you have children to care for at home. And so we needed to address the ways in which we have traditionally assessed students in the classroom. We needed to look at the ways in which we assess students for getting into college, for college admission. We're already dealing with the varsity blues scandal. And now there was even more attention brought to the myth of meritocracy, the inequities involved in standardized tests. And so here, despite the challenges that we're facing, we do have a chance to reimagine higher education in a way that makes it more equitable, more student-centered, and more global. So that's the moment of opportunity. We've also seen a dramatic decrease in the number of international students who are attending institutions of higher education in the US. And this in part was because of restrictions as a result of COVID-19 travel bans, but also as a result of much of the rhetoric that was coming out of the Trump administration. And so that contributed to a 43% drop in new international enrollments in the fall. And now more than ever, we need to focus on an education that prepares students to grapple with complex problems within a global context. And so this was a significant loss, and we're looking at ways in which colleges and universities can respond to these challenges. We're hopeful. Ted, who's just joining us now, was leading an initiative through ACE with members of the Washington Higher Education Secretariat to call upon the current administration to make visa processing easier so that we can restore the international students we have on our campuses.